I thought we were going to be watching cartoons.
What?
Yeah, it's Saturday morning. I thought we were going to be watching cartoons. What are we doing?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're doing. Why are you?
Why is the bright light on?
I thought you started this whole thing. You and your little friend Animal, you guys were doing reels. You were giving your opinion of SmackDown, and then you started this whole live stream.
I guess I should do the intro then, huh?
It'd probably be a good way to let these people know what the hell they're watching, as opposed to some big-headed dude with a puppet.
Alright, what is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out some big-headed dude with a puppet.
That is not the name of the show.
Alright, we are Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. I'm your host, Mark the Monster. I'm the leader of the Puppet World Order. That's right, PWO, taking over and not doing well in our fantasy faction for a wrestling game anymore because a big head over here stopped ponying up the cash for good talent.
I did not. We just haven't revamped the team. Where is Joe?
Don't know where Joe is. I clicked the thing. I click it again. Joe. I don't know where he's at. He said he'd be here though.
All right. So I mean, what are we doing?
All right, we are going to recap the biggest, most exciting WWE SmackDown of 2014 that happened last night in Chicago, Illinois.
That is not how you say that. There's no way that you think that's how you say that. That you can't possibly be thinking that.
Oh, okay, well, it's from Chicago. But yeah, very, very exciting episode of SmackDown. The biggest one of 2014.
Mark, it is. Just as I told you whenever you and Animal were talking about it, it is 2025. It's not 2014.
They explained to me why we had John Cena, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and AJ Lee all on SmackDown.
I mean, that's a good question. And it's something we are going to ask Joe about as soon as he gets in here because, well, let's face it. We all know I certainly have some opinions of SmackDown last night.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Oh, let's move this camera. Let's move this thing. Move this thing up here. Maybe it'll move up there.
Yeah, it moves.
It's moving. There we go. No, it's got to lean to it. It's got to lean to it. North Coast Comics joining us live on Instagram on a Saturday morning. Not our usual structure, but let's face it, you need to be following us on Instagram because, well, we never have anything that operates per usual, right?
That is right. Oh,
I mean, you got to follow us. You know when we go live because I can't stick to a schedule to save my life.
Hey, I can't stick to it like just a Saturday morning in peace. Can't have that.
Well, Joe, you chose fatherhood late in life, my friend. And let me tell you, I certainly know what it's like to have a little monster hanging around just causing some problems on a Saturday morning. Are you talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking about you, Mark. Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. Let me tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a phone call last night during SmackDown.
Okay.
Steroid Steve called me.
Oh, Lord.
He wasn't having a great time watching the show. Just gonna put it out there. He was not enjoying SmackDown. All he likes to do is gamble and hang out with Dan. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Lay it on me, Joe.
Okay. I'll say this. My friend, I was watching it. I text my friend. I said, "Oh, you see AJ?" He said, "I ain't there yet," because he was like, he just started watching it. I'm like, "Oh, okay, my bad." Then he told me, "Yeah, I'm at the Cena and Sami Zayn." I'm like, "Oh, okay, so we're getting somewhere. Cool." So I would say, I told him like, if you don't want to watch anything, you could just jump to the, because I know how he is. So I said, just jump to here. You want to watch next? He said, it's kind of boring. What's the next match? I said, it's the women. He said, well, I told him to go to the end of the match because you'll see Seth come out. And that's about it. And he said it was pretty dead. It was boring. I said, I could say from my experience, from watching it, it was chilling. It was sad because, you saw John Cena. It was a sad moment. Like, you're getting down to like 7 days left.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the most chilling, saddest.
7 more appearances.
7. Yeah. I would say I thought Cena about to get the U.S. title and go home with it. Like, hey.
So I have to assume by now everyone knows what happened on SmackDown. So our recap isn't a spoiler for anyone. If you haven't watched SmackDown by almost noon on Saturday, that's on you. That's not on me. But yeah, so it was Cena's last time in Chicago for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
The arena where it all started, 23 years ago, opposite of Kurt Angle. It's where John Cena started.
Yeah.
Very heartfelt promo. Very genuine, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that piece of it very solid, right?
Yeah.
That's the point where I feel like the wheels fell off the show. Cena finishes his promo, and I think, again, this is me, and everyone can tell me if I'm too jaded, I'm too cynical, I'm too much of a butthole about WWE as of late. But I said that this past Monday's Raw was one of the worst Raws in a long time. I feel this way about this SmackDown as well. What? Oh, because it was John Cena's last SmackDown, I'm supposed to pretend it was good?
No. I'll say this. It was good. When Sammy came out, they did the match. Well, Sammy got booed hard. Booed very, very hard. He got booed hard. And I kept thinking, like, why are they booing Sammy? Sammy the baby face. But then I realized that he interrupted John Cena on his last match.
He interrupted John's last promo in Chicago. So I kind of get why they booed him in a way. But also, like, there was a lot wrong with everything around this for me. And maybe this is just very much a Jeremy problem, right? But first and foremost, I want to tell everyone why I got the call from Steroid Steve. He called during John Cena versus Sami Zayn.
Oh, damn.
And he said, well, what is going on with this match? Why do they keep showing Cena calling the spots and talking to the ref? I said, you know what, man? I don't know. Notorious. Yeah. John Cena is notorious for calling his spots so loud they get picked up on the mic. However, last night on SmackDown, bro, I swear I feel like they were intentionally keeping the camera directly on his face for him calling the spots. It felt on purpose.
I could say he's right, though. I was going to bring that up later. But, yeah, Cena.
Dude, it felt like it was on purpose.
He basically called, I would say, if you watch it from the beginning to the start, he maybe screamed like 5 times. And then when he went to go do the RKO, he went over and came back. I was like, okay.
I mean,
and then the ref, especially before, what did he do before he was on the other side? He did the angle slam. That was it. Angle slam. And then Samuel on the other side, he looked at the ref when he kicked out. And they was talking. And then Michael Cole. Now here's why I don't like. Michael Cole knows that was Edge's spot. Edge did that spear like that. He gonna say, "Oh, another spot from his woman's rival Roman Reigns," and then you hear Corey Graves say more like a Canadian, not Roman Reigns.
Yeah. You know, I thought about it last night, and I was talking to my amazing wife, Mindy, your lovely sister, about SmackDown last night. I said, I wonder if they were intentionally showing Cena calling the spots to kind of tie into something for another season of the Unreal thing on Netflix, or like if that was just intentional to show Cena calling the spots so much.
It's Cena. It's every match Cena ever had.
Yeah, I mean, he does have he is prone to just call spots pretty loud, right? Like, I mean, Cena does that. It just felt like it almost felt like they weren't trying to hide it at all. I thought it was strange, but it didn't take away from the match for me. I thought that match was a very good match.
It was a good match. Until the whole lay flat and the referee didn't count. 10.
You have a paper.
Yeah, and then you get Brock coming out to interfere. So let me just start with some of the things that made this match and this whole situation fall off the rails for me. The promo I thought John did was pretty good. I didn't like that he implied that the Chicago fans are the one who brought CM Punk back to WWE, not the fact that he was fired from AEW. I understand WWE wants to rewrite history, but, I mean, that's pretty recent history. It was 2 years ago, damn near to the day, that he was fired from AEW. The Chicago fans didn't bring him back to WWE. They brought him back to AEW. He got fired, and that brought him back to WWE. Again, I made a joke recently on someone else's post about how AEW had all the people who are the top people in WWE right now 3 years ago. And I made the joke that WWE took all of AEW's top talent, and people really got offended by that. Like, no, but they were in WWE first. Man. Like, shut up. No shit they were. Learn how to take a joke or stay off the internet.
They can't take jokes these days. Well,
I can't, man. People get real attached, and I think a lot of people think if they react properly to things in the comments, maybe Triple H will put them on WWE TV if they act real surprised that what they knew was going to happen happened. I haven't seen how many clips of people acting shocked that AJ Lee appeared at the end of the show to try and get on a WWE clip, but no one should have been surprised. No one should have been surprised that Brock interfered, but Brock interfering was stupid. The match itself was kind of dumb, but it was a good match. A few months ago, Sami Zayn was offered the chance to go to SmackDown to face John Cena for the world title. And he said no. Now, instead, he came back to go after Solo in the U.S. title and then interrupts John Cena's final promo in Chicago, his final SmackDown, to challenge him, or to offer him a chance to challenge for the U.S. title.
Nah. He said, before you go away, I want to carry on your tradition, the Open U.S. Challenge. So can we call it the Sami Zayn Open U.S. Challenge, whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he faces Cena for the U.S. title, and we have Cena face Sami Zayn for the U.S. title on his final SmackDown. To just have Brock Lesnar interfere and not have Sami Zayn doesn't get to go over John Cena. John Cena doesn't get to become U.S. champ again and bring back the U.S. title open challenge for the rest of his dates. Instead, we just have another non-finish to a WWE televised match.
I can't lie. I thought when I seen it, I saw Brock do the 2 F5 on Cena. I thought he was going to roll out to the ring, get Sammy, and just either toss him on him and just throw the ref back in there. Or maybe just toss Cena on the Sammy and then ref one of them get the belt. Like a good 3 count. But nah, they just walked away and see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we get a clip shared by WWE of Brock Lesnar saying, "John, I'll see you at Wrestlepalooza, bitch." We know John has no more dates before Wrestlepalooza, so
Nah,
this
he
is a
got
lot.
that Raw,
Oh, does he have a Raw before Wrestlepalooza?
the Raw for WrestlePalooza. Yeah.
So all the rest of this has to be carried by Brock. I guess ideally this is supposed to make me care about seeing John Cena versus Brock Lesnar more.
Mm-hmm.
I understand I am probably alone in this, and I get it, but it actually makes me less interested because
I'm
John doesn't go over on Sami Zayn because of Brock. This just tells me that John goes over on Brock.
I don't. Here's the
There's no
thing.
reason for John to put Brock over.
I'm still trying to figure out what these two got to do. He just came back, didn't say nothing. Nothing. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with their little rival history because they really don't got a rival history besides SummerSlam.
In
Six.
2014,
Yeah,
right? Or was it earlier than that? It was 2014, right?
that was 16. 16. 16.
It was a long
16.
time ago.
2016
But
because you did 16 suplex. Yeah.
yeah, I don't, I understand that Brock is Brock, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's 2025. I don't care to see Brock Lesnar anymore. Regardless of all the stuff his name's drug in, I don't need all the nostalgia acts in WWE. You have such great. I mean, just on SmackDown last night, the high point of the show was Damian Priest versus Aleister Black.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
I mean, at least that match was semi-fresh. I mean, granted, they've been feuding for like a month, but yeah, they could have booked this in 2019 also. This could have been a match done 6 years ago. Sure. Not, but dude, Brock Lesnar interfering in that match to start off the show really killed my mood for the entire program. Because it's just, if you're going to give John a U.S. title shot on his final run, either have Sami win to say, hey, Sami Zayn beat John Cena on John's way out. Sami Zayn's a real U.S. champ. Or have him drop the belt to John. Like a non-finish to what? What does this do for me? Does this convince me that Brock Lesnar can F5 John Cena? I know he can. I've seen it a million times. Does this convince me that Brock Lesnar's a beast? I know he is. I have seen it a million times. There's nothing new there. It's the same old shit. I've seen it a bunch, and I'm not interested. I hate that I feel so negatively about it too. I just want to put that out there. But damn, could we have at least thrown the U.S. title in the mix to at least say, okay, maybe we throw the U.S. title on John and just have John drop it to Brock, and then we can get Brock versus Sami and just have Brock kill Sami for 3 matches? Something. Yeah. But now there's no stakes to John facing Brock Lesnar. There's nothing added other than John's facing Brock Lesnar. Well, what's the outcome mean? Nothing. After that, John still only has 5 more dates. John does not have a title to carry with him for those final 5 dates. And Brock's not going to do anything after it. Because there's no reason for him to. So where do we go? Where do we go now?
I don't even know. I just know. I know Brock signed up for a deal.
Yeah, he's gonna keep getting paid. But what's he gonna do? What do you do with that guy now? Another nostalgia run? You're gonna do him and Randy? I mean, okay.
Roman.
Maybe him and Roman, because we haven't seen that a billion times. I will tell you that the John Cena promo got a B from Bleacher Report, as did the no contest match between him and Sami Zayn. Also got a B. I understand the nostalgia of the promo getting a B. I'm honestly kind of okay with that. That match getting a B. I honestly think Brock's involvement made it a B- or a C+ at best.
Yeah, I could say it was good seeing him do tributes to all his rivals doing their finisher. That was
I
good.
like him doing that. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's super enjoyable.
Yes.
Look at that. I said something positive about it. Yeah,
There you go.
Cena doing everybody else's moves is funny. It's something I never would have thought I'd see and enjoy, and I really do enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting to see if he do the F5 to Brock Lesnar. That'd be funny.
Dude, I didn't even consider that being a possibility.
Yeah.
And you may have made me interested now. Is he going to F5 Brock? That'd be funny.
I mean, if he does it, you gotta think about it. The only way to do it is at Wrestlepalooza. If you, I don't know, Brock's a big dude. I don't know. Well, he picked up the Big Show, but so yeah, I'm just saying. But
It's a long time ago.
yeah, but I don't know. It'd be cool to see him do X5.
We also got The Miz and Mello asking Nick Aldis for a tag title match backstage as Becky Lynch was arriving in an SUV, which we all knew going into this, Becky Lynch her promo was going to be the main event.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what happens with The Miz and Mello because, man, I do think Mello has been kind of, don't want to say wasted, but.
Yeah, Mello wanted to be the first for the Open U.S. title. Then that's when The Miz jumped in like, oh, we come for the tag title. And Mello don't really want to do the tag title no more.
No. So, I mean, I'm afraid they're going to drag out this whole Mello-Miz breakup too long, but, I mean, I think maybe the end result will be pretty good. I did say I thought that the Black and Priest match was pretty good. Aleister Black got the victory. I think that kick he landed outside the ring was pretty brutal. It looked really good. Cam Rango did that well.
The U.S. women's title match.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Because this may come as a shocker to everyone. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
It got a C+ from Bleacher Report. I'm going to do my best to remember to talk about these Bleacher Report ratings to people that want to send me those. Like, well, you thought this was garbage, and Bleacher Report said it was great. Okay, well, they said that was a C+.
I would say it'd be better if they got Chelsea Green back in the mix for that U.S. title, but she's on NXT right now with Ethan Page.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Her, Chelsea and her little security. They're on NXT with Ethan Page as the Canadian or something. I forget what it is, but yeah.
I did not. I had no idea of that.
Yeah.
I thought the video package for Drew and Randy Orton was good.
Yeah.
But why did I think Drew McIntyre was supposed to be facing Cody Rhodes at Wrestlepalooza?
Because that was one of the little rumor matches they had up.
So, what's going on with Cody then? Is Cody not going to defend the world title at Wrestlepalooza? He didn't defend it at Clash in Paris, and is he not defending it at Wrestlepalooza either?
I don't think so.
So then what was the point of the segment with Drew, Claymore, and Cody through the table? Shouldn't that have been setting up a title match between those two?
Either, I'm going to say Crown Jewel or Survivor Series.
So you're going to take something that happened in, what was that, August, and milk it out till November? What the hell do you do with Cody in between? Is he just not? Does Cody have a Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns schedule all of a sudden? He's champ and he's not on TV.
Him and Roman doing Street Fighter right now.
Then why would we put the title on him then? Why did we do that?
Because the 30-day rule don't exist no more.
I guess.
Because when Brock had the belt, what was it? He had it. He was only there. Maybe you would see him once every 3 months or two at the most. That was it.
One thing I noticed from SmackDown last night was both the matches. They started the matches and went right to commercial break, and I feel like they're doing that a lot lately. Like the match barely gets going and we're taking a break. Is that just my perception, or is that what's happening?
I didn't think about that till you said that.
But then it seems like the match starts and we're like, we get a lock up, 3 moves, and it's a commercial break, and then we're coming back and we're trying to like find our footing to get back into this match. I don't know. It just, again, could just be me, but it just feels that way.
I can see it now. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they do it on Raw and SmackDown both. Like, if we get a match and we're in the commercial, like Netflix for Raw is a little weird because depending upon your package, you're not seeing the ad. So they're telling you we're going to break, but then you're still seeing the match. But the match, they're doing commercial break moves in the match. We're getting a lot of holds and stalls and pandering to the crowd. And it's just weird for me. And again, now that I said it, I feel like everyone's going to notice, but to me, it just feels very weird. But then we get what is the main event, which is Seth Rollins in the crowd before the final break.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Becky Lynch out there insulting Chicago. Then, of course, capitalist money Punk comes out to defend Chicago and all of its honor. And what somehow they did this. And if you would have asked me on Wednesday if I thought this was possible after my critique of Monday, they somehow delivered an even worse promo than they did on Monday. I mean, I don't know. Did no one in WWE pay attention to the internet from Monday to Friday and go, everyone realized this was the Hangman promo opposite Marina Shafir. Maybe let's not do the exact same thing again. But instead, they did the exact same thing, except this time, CM Punk said, I could have my sister jump the rail and beat your ass. Becky Lynch is holding a WWE Women's title. And Punk said his untrained sister could jump the rail and beat Becky's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that then mean that one of the top women wrestlers in WWE simply can't hold her own in a fight against a middle-aged, untrained person?
But remember, he said, I know my rights not to hit a woman. So he can't hit a woman. So you got to find somebody to do it for him.
Wouldn't it have been great if Randy Orton would have come out and delivered the RKO to Becky Lynch? That would have been a good turn of events.
What was it? Somebody put a caption. We don't need AJ Lee. We got Baron Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin could have done it.
Yeah.
And then we get the return of AJ Lee.
That was loud. That was really loud for a return.
Yeah, sure. Decent moment, I guess, for the crowd there. The crowd last night on SmackDown was fantastic. Great crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get the return of someone who's supposed to be very angry and looking to defend her husband's honor. Took 45 minutes to get into the damn ring. Now, Joe, you've known me a very long time. You've seen me, some might say at my best and some might say at my worst, but you've heard stories of me being angry about things. And one thing I've never been mad enough to do, I don't know if you have, but I know I've personally never in my life been so pissed off I skipped. You ever been so mad you just went around skipping?
Okay. All right, this the right.
And again, I've never seen AJ Lee's career. I'm gonna assume that's part of the character.
Okay, let's just bring you back into the light. So AJ Lee, that was her character back in. She would come out looking all happy, just looking out like she did, skipping down the ring, doing what she did. and she would just dance, skip all around the ring like she did. Then the moment she got up to that ring, she still had a little happy face. But the moment she got in the ring, that's when you saw her little anger side kick in. So
Okay.
that's why when you see her, she looked all skippy, happy. That was her natural character. But the moment she stepped in the ring, it's like Incredible Hulk went in. Got
So
mad.
for me personally, in 2025, that shit just came off dumb. She skipped around. She's so mad. She's going to come back to pro wrestling after 10 plus years to defend her husband. She then proceeds to skippity-doo-dah around the ring and act like she's never met the guy. She skipped past him 2 times, didn't acknowledge his existence.
That's what she always did with Eric. Let's see. When she would team with Dolph Ziggler, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, she would just skip around the ring and she just act like they wasn't right there until it was time to start the match. Because that was her character.
I also would like to point out that Becky Lynch looking terrified. So
I don't know about that. That wasn't really a terrifying moment.
She was trying to portray herself as terrified. And this followed on Monday. She stood in the face of a guy who was just recently the World Heavyweight Champion. It was for 5 minutes, but he was just recently the World Heavyweight Champion. And paintbrushed the shit out of him, slapping him. It got in, for some reason, puts her head in his chest and waves her arms real frantic. I don't know what the hell that is. But then does it again on Friday with no fear. Not even an ounce of fear of CM Punk. Not even a little bit. She stepped to CM Punk like she was a grown, like she was Mickey Gall in the UFC and knew she was gonna beat Punk's ass. Because let's face it, CM Punk can't fight. But Becky wasn't scared of Punk.
Yeah, she wasn't scared of him.
His wife comes skipping down the ring. Seemingly, Becky shit herself, terrified of someone who hasn't wrestled in a decade.
Yeah.
Make that make sense to me. How do I suspend my disbelief in that moment? Because all I could think is, why would she be scared?
Okay. I'll make it. Okay, before she departed the WWE 10 years ago, she was AJ Lee. She was a good wrestler back then. She beat everybody, tall, short, all of them. But right now, like you said, it's been 10 years. She really hasn't been in the ring in 10 years. She's been writing books and doing other things outside of wrestling. So I don't know why she'd be terrified, but yeah, that's about it. I would say she looked like she was scared, like she just saw Brock Lesnar coming down to the ring. That's what, but she kind of put too much fear into that reaction. I would just look like, okay. I'll just give it an average face, like, okay, it's you. You can't do shit. I could beat you in 1 second because you ain't been in the ring in 10 years. So, but I heard she was training. She is training with I think Brian Majors. There we go. Brian Myers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you done yet?
Girl, chill.
Yeah. When am I gonna come?
Girl, I don't even know she's coming. Girl, back. Go. But yeah. And also, what else was there? Oh, they had the merch, everything up on the website right when she left too. Like, or the show went off. Love Bites back. That was like her little catchphrase. Love bites back.
The whole thing, I don't know, man. I said my piece on mixed tag matches. Those who missed it this past Wednesday, good luck. I lost that episode, so it's not on YouTube. So
I have
I'm
no
not a fan
control
of the
what he
match
does.
style. I'm just not. I never will be, because it doesn't make sense for me. And maybe it does. Maybe somebody else is totally their jam, and hey, I'm glad people like stuff. But for me, I'm not interested in it at all. There's no consequence to who wins and who loses. It doesn't mean anything. It's just filler. And then you throw that as going to be one of the big matches of Wrestlepalooza, which means Seth Rollins isn't defending his title at Wrestlepalooza. We have a clear indicator that Cody isn't defending his title at Wrestlepalooza. We have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for absolutely no stake in anything. I personally WWE created the Wrestlepalooza event to directly counter program AEW. Then AEW, we didn't talk about this on Wednesday. AEW has changed the time for All Out. They moved it up 3 in the afternoon. So that way WWE isn't counter programming them. I don't think AEW needed to do that to keep a good viewership for their program versus WWE's, because I don't think WWE has a good event on their hands.
We'll see. I don't know what's all gonna be there. Well, I just know 3 matches so far. You got the Brock and Cena. Io Sky and Stephanie for the Raw Women's Champion. Now you got Randy and Drew. Oh, and now Seth and Punk, the mixed tag. That's 5. That's 4. So you gotta get 2 more.
I'd imagine Sammy will defend the U.S. title against somebody.
Probably. Or AJ and Dom again.
Yeah, we could do AJ and Dom again. I mean, AJ did recently post a thing of his logo dripping through the hourglass. Time's running out.
February. That's it. He might not do WrestleMania. February.
I'm going to say this in this moment. I really hope he goes to AEW.
Nah, he's not going.
I hope he does.
Nah, he said
I don't think he will, but I hope that he does.
If he does, he'll just go
do a year,
a
get a big paycheck, go back to be as an agent.
I think he just
maybe.
I think he, like you said, he did his time, put his body on the line.
It's crazy that AJ Styles has been in WWE for almost a decade.
I think that
Rumble next year will be 10 years that AJ Styles has been in WWE.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a decade. I thought maybe 8 years, but decade.
With Wrestlepalooza being designed to counter program AEW, from your perspective, how does that make WWE look? Like, to me, it looks like they always say AEW is not competition. People who are like crazy WWE fanboys say, oh, AEW is not competition. But to directly counter program them that way, and then AEW changed the time. So I would say they kind of pulled the rug out from underneath WWE and went, you're not counter programming anything. We're happening earlier in the day, so good luck to you. From your perspective, does this make WWE look like the worldwide leader in sports entertainment? Or how do you view it?
I view it as they just need a quick spot to open up with real fast, since they just had that deal with ESPN, and ESPN told them we could do it this day. And they tried to switch it to another day, but that's probably the best available day they had opened up to do it. And since they want to screw everybody over with Peacock and everything, they had to do it quick and fast. So that's the way I look at it.
I guess. To me, it just
Yeah.
comes off so unbelievably petty.
Yeah.
But
But
hey,
then again,
maybe that's what works for him. I don't know.
and plus, I would say the main reason why they did that week because they probably had to fit in with Cena's schedule, and that's probably the only day he had open.
Maybe there's something more than just pettiness.
Mhm.
I have my doubts on that.
I can say this though, I feel bad for Peacock. I feel bad for Peacock.
Well, they're keeping the
Nah,
they're keeping
they just
the
keeping the
NXT
library.
stuff, right?
Yeah, the library NXT. That's it. And the quarterly for Saturday Night Main Event. That's it. And I feel bad for Peacock because it's about to go downhill for Peacock.
Yeah,
Because
not gonna
for
be
me,
great.
I'll say this. When I got the little notification about the prices increasing, I figured the WWE would still be on there for PLEs. But then they took the PLEs off, and there really ain't no point of keeping it. And you gotta think about it like this. I would say 20% of people probably only got Peacock because of a little free promotion plan with something they got like Walmart or their phone company. They got a free promotion deal with having Peacock. Then the rest just got it for like 30% would say like, hey, we just got to watch sitcoms, and the other 40 just got for WWE. And now, boom.
They're losing. They're gonna lose tons of subscribers. I canceled. You canceled?
I canceled just in time because what was it? Classic Paris. The next day, my plan was renewed. And I was just like, I'm done with it for the day.
Yeah, I'm not paying for Peacock. I don't know what else is even on there. All I ever watched was WWE. We do have Collision tonight. John Moxley's gonna face Danny Garcia.
Yeah.
We also have FTR will be in action against Adam Priest and Tommy Billington, the nephew of the Dynamite Kid.
That's it. Damn.
That should be a good time match. I believe this episode of Collision is live from the 2300 Arena.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is announced for this card. Let me see. I know those two matches. Let's see.
Speaking of
Moxley
AEW.
versus Garcia. Ooh, Mark Briscoe is going to face on Tashida.
Speaking of
All-Star
AEW.
8-woman tag.
And shout out to MJF. He just got married, y'all. Woo.
Yeah, JF just got married. And Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis will speak. But no match for Kyle Fletcher this week.
It's champion versus champion. Champion versus.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I can say this. I was partially right. I knew it was going to be the Hurt Syndicate versus the Gates of Agony. I was partially right.
Yeah, you did call that one.
I know MVP was going to get back in the ring, but hey.
Wouldn't it be fun if Kyle Fletcher beats Hangman Page for the world title?
Two belts, yeah.
Kyle, 2 belts.
Mm-hmm.
No one in AEW has held the world title and another singles title at the same time. There's been no championship.
Omega didn't have it, did he? No, he didn't
Nope.
have it.
He was the belt collector. He was collecting world titles. He didn't have a mid-card in a world. Is it a bit soon to make Kyle Fletcher world champ? Sure, I guess. But it would be surprising. It would be fresh. It would keep the people guessing.
I'll just say this. I'd be happy if he did become champ right next week. Well, 2 weeks from now. Because you got to think about it. It'll be fun. And then you can see, what's the best way to say it? How Randy Orton was when he first got the belt. How he was cocky, dumb, arrogant,
Yeah.
didn't know what to do. You can see it live from a 2025 view, and how he got, what to say, the power got to him. The fame got to him that he got the belt. And you're going to see if Kyle Fletcher, since you're going to have, you got like 5 top stars out right now. So you got to make a new person the face of the company. And right now, not saying Hangman ain't that person, but you need a new, fresh person. You can't just have like, hey, a mid 38-year-old.
Yeah, I'm okay with AEW like doing a little bit of hot potato with their world title from time to time. It doesn't have to be like an always thing. It doesn't have to be Attitude Era title change on Raw and on SmackDown. You know, they could, but man, you could have Kyle Fletcher carry it for a month or two, Hank come back after it, somebody else come back after him, and he drops it and tries to win it back in a few months. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's something wrong with it. I'm just gonna touch on this because I've had it sent to me and been tagged in a million times. Bubba Ray Dudley's comments on AEW said AEW as a product is lost. There's certainly some bright spots with talent, but as a company, it lacks definitive direction. It is what it is. A company owned and operated by a fan with a lot of money. Tony Khan is a good guy, a good heart, not a booker, and the boys know it.
Okay, I'll just say this. I get his point of view. I get it.
Really?
I understand what
Do you feel like there's no direction in AEW? The direction seems pretty clear and evident.
I get what he's saying. Okay, let's look at it like this. I think what he's trying to say is, in a good, respected business way, you get matches with talent, but you don't know who the talent should actually have a good rivalry feud with. Like Hangman and Square, bam, that's perfect. Hands down, that's one of the great feuds right there.
Kyle and Will.
Kyle and Will. But then you got to think about, you just toss with a feud, then toss to somebody else. So I think what he's trying to say in a good way is, if you want to have a great storyline and a great feud with the characters, you gotta have like a solid format. Like, tell it how it started from beginning to end, not just toss it in there and then say, hey, y'all feuding. You ain't got no real story or nothing. You ain't say, I came and destroyed your house, or I took the title away from you, this and that. You just put them together for like Legos.
Man, I kind of like that about AEW. Like, the story in AEW is the I'm better than you on this night. It's the we're going to have a match and have a good wrestle. It's not, not everything has to be we're all related, so we fight together. Not everything in wrestling has to be some weird love triangle. Not everything in wrestling has to be some like made up storyline. The story can simply be one of a competitive nature and just, I want to beat you in a match. Therefore, we're going to have a match. And if I lose, I would like to have another match. Like, that's the story. Competition can be the story. The UFC built their entire company on the idea that competition was the story. Like, I don't know. But also, Bubba Ray Dudley is a complete moron. A very obvious WWE shill. And just an absolute dumb dipshit. Like, I don't even know what else to say. I have nothing nice to say about Bubba Ray
Dudley. You never do.
Never do. I never will. God, I hope I never meet him. I hate to have to say all this to his face. It just, I don't understand where you even get that opinion from. Like, he watches the product.
He watches that. Yeah, he watches every product every week.
He knows that AEW has clear direction. There's clear stories happening everywhere. Mark Briscoe and MJF was a clear, definitive story in pro wrestling. Hangman Swerve is a very long-term storytelling story. Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher is a long-standing story. Ricochet and the Hurt Syndicate is long-term storytelling. I don't know what he's missing.
If I had to say what he believes he's missing, if you think about it, WWE or TNA, we'll throw TNA in there as well. When they all came out, they all had like a good story to tell with each character. But when you see an AEW character come out, you don't know that character very well yet. You don't know what that character is doing. You just know, hey, Mike Speedy, cool. You just know Bobby Lashley. You don't know the character. So I think what he's trying to say is, how are you going to get the fans' attention when you don't know what the character or the person is, when you just throw them out there, don't give them a spotlight to
So let me ask you a question. So I understand, like, everybody always like, oh, well, there's not a lot, there's no characters in AEW, you don't know their history. What is Damian Priest? What is that character?
Let's see. Damian Priest was
the Archer of Infamy.
Archer, that's it.
What does that mean, to be the Archer of Infamy? Because he never actually had a bow and arrow. He just pantomimed a bow and arrow to set off his pyro. What would it be to be the Archer of Infamy? That doesn't make any sense. It's just taking words and putting them together, much like how Tony Khan names tag teams. Well, what else is Damian Priest? Puerto Rican Undertaker. That's not a story. It's not a story.
Not a story.
What's Aleister Black?
I don't want to say golf guy, but
he's the Undertaker. He's Dutch Undertaker. Two of your biggest characters in the company are just a rehash of a character that you did for 30 years. What's Mello's character?
Mello? Oh, don't say MVP.
not what is his character from NXT, because most people don't know that. What's Mello's character on SmackDown?
Don't say a jobber. Don't say a jobber.
Doesn't have one. What is LA Knight? What's his character?
Yeah.
A catchphrase?
He's the Rock and Stone Cold put together.
Yeah. He's someone else's gimmick. There aren't new stories and new characters in WWE. They're just repackaging the old shit. Two of your biggest guys, I'm a big fan. I like Damian Priest. I like Aleister Black, but they're just the Undertaker. I like LA Knight a lot, but he's just the Rock and Stone Cold. I like him because there is nostalgia. It's the old guy still. Carmelo Hayes, man, he's an incredible talent. He is. I don't know what his character is. They've never established one on SmackDown. Penta and Phoenix. What are their characters?
Luchador.
They're Mexican. That's the character. Like, Dom has a character.
Hey, Dom, he nailed that character good, too.
Finn Balor kind of still has remnants of his character. Kind of.
Well, is it?
Mr. Iguana has a character. But this is the same character that exists in AEW with Orange Cassidy and Danhausen, that a guy like Bubba Ray Dudley will shit all over. There's no place in here for comedy. Bubba Ray's gimmick originally was a comedic gimmick. He was an inbred hillbilly wearing tie-dye who was the son of a traveling salesman who planted seeds all over the country, and that's why there were so many Dudley boys. It wasn't just Bubba Ray and Devon and Spud. There was 9 of them.
Nope.
One of them was simply Sign Guy Dudley. He just carried a sign.
And don't forget, one was Dudley. Yeah, Dudley.
Yeah. I don't know where, there's, people think there's so many better stories in WWE. There's really not. You just have a longer history to make your own.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it's people just making up stuff in their head and happy coincidences for long-term storytelling.
I don't know.
And mixed tag matches suck. Bring it back to that, and that's how we're going to end the show. Thank you all for checking us out on a random-ass Saturday, but there was no way I was going to make it till tomorrow and not talk about SmackDown. And there's zero possibilities that my amazing wife wanted to hear me talk about it anymore. There's no way she wanted to hear me ramble on about that shit again. So you had to hear it. You all had to hear it. So that way Mindy can have a little peace in her life.
You got the way off your chest now, sis. You can go back to being normal now, okay?
Yeah, it's all off my chest. I've complained. I've vented. This wasn't even a grandpa rant. We'll be back Monday. I don't think there's no point to do a weekend wrestling show tomorrow. So, Collision will be a fun show. I don't think it needs a recap all its own. It will probably contain our matches of the week, I'm sure, but that's just because nothing happened on SmackDown. With that, everyone, thanks for checking us out live on Instagram. This is on YouTube and Spotify. That means I didn't accidentally delete the video, so that's great. And keychains. Making keychains.
Oh, I got an idea for you.
What you got?
Your spooky shirt that you're trying to do for that contest.
I do need to do a spooky shirt.
I got a perfect idea.
What's your idea?
Here's your shirt. Her shirt and Mark. Spooky. Fit out. It will fit. It will fit perfect. Ghosts, goblins. It looks scary.
I like that. I'll see what I can come up with. Everyone, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Collision. Do our best to be back on Monday. Enjoy your Saturday, Joe. We're out.